Go, 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 go! Set 3, Firebat Hero versus RorO. This is Samsung Congress's Wemade Fox. It's exciting. It's 1-1 so far. Hopefully you're not watching these out of order. If you are, you shouldn't do that. So here's tied up here. Firebat Hero. What can we say about Firebat Hero? I don't like Firebat Hero. I guess that's pretty much my opinion of him. I will be upfront about that. I'm not opposed to him as a person or as a player. I just think he's bad. Or rather, I don't think he's the favorite to win in Proleague. Even against RorO. Yes. I know. He's RorO. RorO's not supposed to win. But actually, he's proven to be a fairly decent player. He's obviously not S-class. But Wemade Fox has been playing him consistently and playing him confidently in a lot of ace matches. And I mean, RorO's not been, losing every time like certain other people. Cough, killer, cough. So I wouldn't discount RorO, and I don't know. I don't have that much confidence in FBH, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. FBH winning. I think he from a spectator's point of view, he's an enjoyable player, and I think that's something that you can see the Asian influence in esports in StarCraft especially. There's sort of, you can't display emotion, you gotta be Jaedong, you gotta be stoic and angry and just staring your opponent, staring holes in them. And FBH obviously doesn't deal with that stereotype. He'd rather dance or, do whatever, but so FBH is great for the spectators, and I think great for the sport generally. I think more people should be excited about it rather than, trying to hide behind some false facade of feeling, or lack thereof, rather. So, poor RorO is trying to scout FBH and not succeeding at all. All of his stuff is going the wrong way. And FBH is going 1 racks into FE. Terrans are really starting to favor this build. I think they've all been watching Flash play and being like, how can I lose if I do this? I don't understand it. It's invincible. And it's not invincible, and people that aren't Flash that do it do lose. So we'll see if FBH managed to pull off. We see a 2-base lair coming up from RorO. See if he puts down a 3rd hatch or not. He doesn't have much drone saturation as natural yet, and he's producing Zerglings from there, so we'll see. It's only 6 Zerglings, so he still has options open to him. Early factory coming up from Firebat Hero, and a bunker coming down. I don't understand this. I'm intrigued, though. And, wow, he's got to pull a lot of SCVs. He's only got 3 Marines. The bunker's not finished, but RorO backs off. He doesn't want to commit to that attack yet. RorO's sitting back, droning up. I guess Firebat Hero's going to go to some sort of 1 racks into mech? I don't know. I didn't know that was a build. I guess we'll see. I don't think he's going to have too much problem with it because RorO's not putting on the pressure. We saw a Spire coming down, but I imagine we're going to see a 3rd base at the 6 o'clock or so. 2 starports. So it's going to be 2-port race coming up for FBH. I love 2-port race. It's a very exciting, very aggressive Terran build. Lots of micro involved, and it's generally fun. It's a great. I haven't actually seen this this entire season, and then it's a great change from the normal 1 racks in FE Mutalisk versus turrets and marines into exploding with tanks and science vessels, blah blah blah, Terran matchup. So we'll see. The it's always funny to watch Mutalus, 2-hatch Mutalus like this, or is it 2-hatch into 3rd-hatch, basically. Mutalus versus 2-port Wraiths, because they're going to pop at about the same time, and probably RorO is going to go all Mutas, so we'll see how FBH manages to deal with that. He's going to be relying on his release for defense from the Mutas, and presumably to do damage, to do harassment. He's building turrets and researching Cloak right now, but a couple Scourge really can deal with this. And since he's gone 2-port expansion and 2-port race, which is honestly the weirdest part about this, he's not going to be fast enough to preempt anything. Like, RorO's got a Spire, he's going to have Scourge, he's going to have Mutas. I don't know what these Wraiths are supposed to do. He's building turrets all over because obviously they're not going to be too late and too insufficient to defend him. He's got a 3rd, that's nice. I don't know. RorO is using a small Mutalist group, picking off a couple SCVs, taking damage from that turret though. It's nice. FBH manages to get his 1 Vulture out there, doing some good, preventing mining down here, at least until that Sunken gets up. He's got 2 turrets up around his natural, so that's good, but he's losing SCVs. And I don't know if RorO actually knows that they're going to be Wraiths coming. I don't know if he scouted it. He scouted the lack of Medic Marine, which is certainly going to be a giant question mark for him. And now he knows what's up. Because of, yeah, that was actually smart turret placement from FBH. You can, RorO couldn't get into his base, couldn't see that starport. I don't think he knew about it. And now all of his drones are getting shot down from space. RorO decides to sacrifice a Mutalist and Cloak right there. And that, yeah, RorO has to run his drones. He's taking damage on his Mutas. He's losing economy. So this is interesting. Expansion into 2-port Wraith is not something you see. FBH hasn't really gotten that much done. He's got a couple drone kills, a couple, some hits on some Mutalist, killed an Overlord or 2. He split his Wraiths into 2 groups here, and wow, this is actually going to be really effective. So this is exactly what FBH needs to do to stay in the game with this build. He's harassing, he stopped mining the main, he's taken out, he stopped mining at the natural too, and all of RorO's drones are in absentia. They are all refugee drones, and this is the Korean commentators are even laughing about this. That's not good for RorO. So this has been very effective. We haven't actually gotten a shot of FBH's base in a long time. I only see like 6 or so Wraiths out for him. Okay, there's some more Wraiths. So he's committing to Wraiths, which is weird. Usually you see now you see the Brax coming down. We're going to see a transition back into Medic Marine. And we're getting a lull in the action here, finally. RorO is just sitting back on his 3 bases and not doing anything. Academy coming up for FBH. Gonna get some scan down to scout things out. I don't know. This game doesn't really seem that in favor of either player yet. Losing a Wraith to a couple Scourge there, that's not good. FBH isn't going to have a M&M army that you can move out with for a while yet. On the other hand, that drone exaggeration for RorO sucks. So, wow, so many racks coming down. He's definitely transitioning back into Medic Marine. And RorO's still got a ton of Mutalists out, and we're not seeing a Science Facility and Irradiate out of FBH. I guess he assumes his Wraiths plus Cloak will be enough to mitigate the mutas, which is probably true. And there's nothing to defend this entire base over here, actually. I don't think FBH realizes how far that was from any other of RorO's units. But that wouldn't have been good if he had decided to stay there.